16 years in to being widowed and coaching other widows, I am finding some of the things I need to go back and work on. And one of them that has been underlying this whole time that I've also noticed is a big thing with a lot of the other widows I work with is the spirit of offense. Hey, it's Maya Dion, the Bounce Back Widow. And if you're a widowed mom or a widow without children and you're looking for connection and guidance, this is where you need to be. Make sure you subscribe. The first thing as a widow that comes to mind for me is being offended in how people either handled or mishandled you when you were in your deepest throes of grief, and how we expected certain things and did not get them. Of course, everybody want to ride by on their lawnmower right now. Hold on. But anyway, so the first thing that comes to mind is how you're mishandled and how that feels and how you're offended by it and how you carry it with you and decide, I'm either going to cut these people off or I'm going to decide there's something wrong with them, or even there's something wrong with me. But either way, ignoring them or retaliating and feeling righteous in your either thing is where we normally go with that, rather than realizing we do have a part to play in the healing and the reconciliation of that relationship. We're thinking it's all their fault, it's all them, and because we're overwhelmed and don't really have the capacity at the time to do the internal work and to reflect somebody who has done the internal work back at that person, we're overwhelmed at the moment. We let it lay. We put it on the shelf. We say, you know what? My cousin, my sister, my best friend mishandled me and wasn't there for me in the way that I needed them to be. And so maybe they're not who I thought they were. Maybe I need to cut them out. Maybe everybody can't go where you're headed. Everybody can't come with you. You know, maybe they're all the things that we jump to the conclusion of, cut them off. They're not worth your time. They didn't love you, all the things. But once you come back to a place where 16 years later, mind you, where now I have the capacity of a person who has done the internal work, I realize I do have a part to play in the reconnection and the reconciliation of these relationships, if I want them, and because they were a connection before, there really is no reason for there not to be. And so we either need to release, if there's no reason to have that relationship and you don't want it anymore, release that anger and release that they did me wrong, because it does show up in other relationships. It continues to show up. That's why they tell you that when you forgive people, it's not about them. It's about you, and releasing that spirit of offense and saying, you know what? I have decided, because you have a choice, I don't need to be offended by that anymore, right? So that's on the one hand. On the other hand, you have a part to play, because you had a part to play in releasing yourself. You also have a part to play, if you want to keep that relationship, in deciding as a person coming from a healed place or a healing place, if you have this in you and you're far enough away from ground zero to finally feel that you've grown some, now it is on you. You are part. It's not all you, but have you done your part? I know everybody's in there like, it's not just on me. If they wanted to reconcile with me, they could. But did you do anything? Have you done your part as somebody that used to be their friend, that used to support them? Can you be there in the gap now where they didn't have the internal work to know how to support you, or to know how to come back to the relationship, or to know how to reconcile? Because if you want to reconcile, somebody got to do it. And you're like, why is it got to be me? Why not you? If you're on a path to healing, if healing is what you want, because healing ain't pretty. It's not all kumbaya and oh, I'm gonna feel better. Sometimes it takes a little bit of friction to get to the other side of healing. To even get in the vicinity of healing, you gotta have a little friction first, especially in the parts of you that don't want to take ownership of being offended and releasing that spirit of offense. So thinking of all of that, I want you to answer 3 questions for yourself today. 1, who offended you and why? Name it. Name exactly what they offended. Name the feelings, name the hurt, name it all. How did they offend you? 2 is, have you noticed that when you go into other situations, that same spirit of offense follows you and you seem paranoid almost, or like it's familiar that other people are doing it too, or it feels familiar to you even if they haven't yet done it, but you feel it coming? And 3, what are you going to do about it? Are you ready to heal and release that offense? Are you ready to move forward into new relationships and not feel this paranoia and not feel this ready-made offense all the time? And are you ready to go back to the old relationship that maybe, if you want to keep it, reconcile and be the one to take that first step? That's kind of a 2-parter, right? Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna talk about this in Dear Widow Sis this week. I hope to see you there. I'll put the link in so that you can always get the Dear Widow Sis updates and contacts, especially the text right when it's about to start, so you'll never forget. I'll drop that in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.